Mr. Miyamoto?
Yes. Oh my god. Okay, this is looking awesome so far. I'm guessing he's going to stage first.
Hello everyone and welcome. Today I intend to talk about Pikmin, but lately I've heard this phrase says that maybe Pikmin really are all around me.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Do you see any around you? Perhaps under your seat? No, you probably won't find them even if you look. Well, as usual, I'd like to ask Bill's help in allowing me to speak in Japanese. Bill? Obey the captain.
I'm excited already. It's already showing us the new Pikmin. Starting it off right.
It's already been 6 years since we launched Wii, hasn't it? The following year, we started thinking about what we should do with our next hardware system, and we quickly arrived to one conclusion. In order for it to be a complete entertainment device, central to the living room, it could not be dependent upon the television.
I was kind of late on the
Because for more than 30
setting
years,
up the camera.
game machines have had to be connected to the TV. They could never take on a more important role than the television itself. When someone else is watching TV, you can't access the game system. And you can't see the game screen without waiting for the TV to power on. We decided that our next system was going to have its own dedicated screen, even if it had to be small. And that we wanted to make that the first screen people go to when they enter the living room. And that was the start of Wii U. This is Wii U.
So they're trying to get rid of the
Wii
TV altogether?
With the Wii U gamepad, we have the first dedicated personal screen in the long history of video games.
I like the black color.
This independent screen changes the importance of gaming machines, which have always relied on the TV screen. With this controller in your hands, you can, of course, quickly turn on a game. And it builds on our long experience of designing games that connect a portable gaming machine with a home console. And it makes unique new ways to play using two screens a possibility. There will be no need to wait to power on your TV to weigh yourself in Wii Fit. And because you can use this sub-screen simultaneously while someone else is doing something on the TV, it will change how you watch television in the living room. Now, as we were developing this new system, Wii U, I thought I definitely want to create the next Pikmin on this new hardware. So allow me to introduce
This time he's not going to lie about
This is the new Pikmin.
it. Yes!
It has already been 10 years since we created the first Pikmin for Nintendo GameCube. Now, Pikmin is a real-time action management game in which you command the Pikmin to perform a variety of tasks. And while the gameplay involves managing your swarm of 100 Pikmin, there's a game that shows the movements of each Pikmin individually. They're very cute and adorable. This is why we puzzled over how far away to position the camera in the GameCube game. If it's too far away, you can't see the Pikmin, and if it's too close, you can't see the full map. The enhanced resolution of the Wii U has solved this puzzle for us. Now you can see the tiny movements of each Pikmin, and you can see that the natural setting is much more beautiful now as well. And the way they break the walls here is also more realistic. Now, Pikmin 3, the Pikmin will find materials that they can use to build bridges. If you look, the way that they carry each little object makes them seem more like real ants. Now let me show you a new Pikmin type.
The hell is that?
These are the new rock Pikmin. You can use them to break hard objects.
It's like glass.
And with Motion Plus technology, you can aim at specific targets, offering deeper strategy. Now, the basic controls use the Wii U Plus and Nunchuck. You can aim precisely, you can switch between Pikmin types, it's very smooth. So these simple and intuitive controls make it possible to target and throw Pikmin at enemy eyes, or shells, and it adds more strategic depth when battling. And shaking the nunchuck to charge is a lot of fun.
I'm already sold
Fans who've played the series before will have to see how nice these new controls have become. Now, on the Wii U gamepad, you will always see an overall map. So in Pikmin, the most important gameplay element is how efficiently you are able to manage and assign tasks to your Pikmin within a limited time frame. This strategic element gets even deeper as you were able to touch the map, scroll quickly over the environment, and more effectively place your Pikmin.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's gotten, the strategy is much deeper now.
Yeah, it's more like
now, of course, you can also control the game using only the Wii U gamepad. And this style is much better suited to using the map more effectively. This also makes the game deeper on a tactical level, because we've added additional leaders to help you with your tasks. This time you can control up to 4 leaders.
yes.
So that makes controlling these deeper, gives you further enhanced strategy on the map. And these are the 4 of them. You may notice that Captain Olimar is not among them. The reason for that is a secret. So here, you see one leader throwing another to a separate spot where he can perform tasks. So with the Wii U gamepad, you can quickly check the status of all 4 leaders at one glance. So this is a must-have feature for switching between leaders and coordinating your strategy.
This is awesome. They need to reveal online. Come on.
So here at the show, you'll be able to try
4 leaders.
one of several modes in the game, the challenge mode.
At least like
This
online
mode
battle.
challenges you to collect as much fruit as you can within a time limit. And this is the mode that has some of the deepest strategic options. When you're done, you can watch a playthrough, you can watch a record of your playthrough on the TV screen and use that as a reference for a second time through.
That's cool.
Now, we're developing Pikmin 3 with the belief that we can help people once again understand the kind of fun deeper games can offer. And in this era, when consumers are said to be moving toward lighter games, I think this is an important challenge for all of us. So, do you understand Pikmin 3 for Wii U a little bit better? It's an all-new Pikmin game with
Come on!
Pikmin game with more detailed portrayal of the Pikmin thanks to the improved resolution of the hardware and greatly enhanced gameplay thanks to the unique new controls. And I certainly hope you will all try it out on the show floor. And maybe, as you play, you'll start to see Pikmin all around you, too.
Do they sell those plush toys? I freaking want one. Oh, don't trick them like that. Imagine buying a freaking, like, catching a freaking red pig from Miyamoto. That'd be worth like millions of dollars. And he taunted them. He's just like this. The guy in front of him that he was like throwing it to.
I feel just like a purple Pikmin.
Yeah. All right, Reggie's on.
Thank you, Mr. Miyamoto and Bill. And a hello and welcome to all of you here today at the Nokia Theater, and to many more who are watching online at e3.nintendo.com, and also on Spike TV and MTV2. We started off at the top today showing you a game because that's what's most important about this presentation. It's all about the games. In all, in one form or another, you'll see 23 Wii U titles on stage today. And that's a lot to squeeze into for just an hour. And even then, that's only a small part of the range of Wii U and Nintendo 3DS titles playable here in LA this week. And that doesn't leave much time to talk about Wii U itself, the new hardware console, and how the integrated second screen on the new controller manufactures new experiences. In other words, less time to consider what Wii U means to both gamers and non-gamers, and how it can change your life. And understanding this is vital. Here's why.
The vital sensor's coming back.
Wii U does 3 different things. It changes your gaming. It changes how you interact with your gaming friends. And it changes the way you enjoy your TV. It's not just intuitive, not just accessible to everyone,
Nintendo,
but it stands to revolutionize your living room. Does that mean Netflix and Hulu? Yes. And YouTube?
Better.
Yes. And Amazon Video? Of course. But it's how you enjoy that content and more that will make it truly unique. We know that's a strong assertion. But the proof points are going to have to wait for another day. There's no way we could explain it all this week. So here at E3, we'll focus only on the new form of gaming and the new ways to connect with your friends. And then, in the near future, we'll show you how Wii U will integrate and elevate your living room entertainment. Now, that still leaves a lot to cover in just a few days. And what happens on stage here is just a small part of what we're calling Nintendo All Access at E3. A name you'll want to remember.
Camera just so
because to fully appreciate Wii U, you're going to have to devote more time, and we really hope you do that at e3.nintendo.com. That brings a lot more information, assets, and an insider's look at our E3 activities on our social media channels. So be sure to check out Nintendo, Wii U, and Nintendo 3DS Facebook fan pages, the Nintendo YouTube channel, and follow us on Twitter with the @NintendoAmerica Twitter handle. Now, as some of you are already aware, the news flow actually began Sunday night when we...
What the hell happened? My screen just went off. God damn it. My screen just went off. What the hell? I'm probably gonna like edit it so that you guys can actually see the screen while I'm talking.
Called asymmetric gameplay.
Okay.
This means putting one player with the gamepad in a solitary role, competing differently, maybe even winning in a different way, pitting just you against everyone else. And I'm happy to announce, just like the original Nintendo Entertainment System, the Wii U hardware will support 2 separate gamepads.
Better come out with 2. Come out with 2.
Now, this week we're focusing on single gamepad challenges, but look for dual gamepad experiences in the future. Right now, we'd like to make a proper introduction to the Wii U gamepad itself. So let's start with a quick guided tour.
The Wii U gamepad offers simple and intuitive control. The touchscreen works with your fingertip, or more precisely, with the included stylus. There's the familiar Plus control pad and A, B, X, and Y buttons. games featuring a deeper, more immersive experience will frequently employ the left and right analog sticks. Each has a button underneath, which is activated by pressing down on the stick. On the backside of the controller are trigger-like ZL and ZR buttons. They sit comfortably under the index fingers when holding the gamepad, acting as de facto triggers in many shooting games.
Heck yeah.
The L and R buttons are on the shoulders, and between them is the infrared transceiver. Motion control using the accelerometer and gyroscope is built into the gamepad, as is a rumble feature.
Surprised they don't have
and
the
microphone
connect.
will be used for a variety of software applications, including voice and video chat.
Oh,
There are
that's smart.
stereo speakers, a headphone jack, and volume control that can adjust sound on the gamepad or on your full-screen TV. Finally, the home button. It can suspend a game to check for updates or connect with your friends.
So that's a quick guide to how you'll manipulate your experiences.
Manipulate!
Now let's take a look at where those experiences begin. In his Nintendo Direct over the weekend, Mr. Iwata unveiled what you'll know as Miiverse. It's how you interact with your gaming friends. And this is the first thing you'll see on your TV screen when you turn on the system. You might think of it as Main Street, a place where people congregate, creating constant commotion. Your own me is joined by others
There's gonna be
who
a lot of
play
penises
on your home
everywhere
system.
when I'm playing.
Here too are your game friends,
All the
as well
game
as people
friends.
you've already met
tags.
from around the world, and also many newcomers.
I'll put graffiti everywhere.
You'll also notice that those me's are gathering around individual tiles. You might think of them as billboards on that main street. They represent both your personal tastes and the entertainment that's trending globally on Wii U. And those me's don't just congregate, they communicate. Each is equipped with a wide range of rich media engagement for socializing and providing information. The first comes in the form of speech bubbles. You can see or send simple text messages, or you can use the stylus to write your own words and even draw your own illustrations, a lot like SwapNote. You can even share a screen image from the game you're currently playing. These interactions can also display recent activity and recent scores. You've even got the option to display facial expressions within the bubble that reflects your current state of mind.
There's gonna be spoilers everywhere.
And because this form of
I'm
interaction
gonna buy
is
Zelda, I'm gonna
browser-based,
put it in.
while this may not be available right on
Ganon
launch
is the main
day, you'll
villain.
eventually be able to join Miiverse from your Nintendo 3DS, your PC, or from any smartphone or web-enabled mobile device. When Miiverse is integrated into your gameplay,
So far,
new
they've only
breakthroughs
showed
happen.
one game in like 20 minutes.
So let's get to an example of this new dynamic demonstrated by an old friend. Every time a new Nintendo home console is announced, we start hearing familiar feedback from long-term fans. Sounds great, but you've got to have a Mario game.
There we go.
And frequently, those requests are framed like this. I want it to be just like Mario's always been, but I want it to be better. Well, that may seem contradictory, but Miiverse will help meet those dual desires. In New Super Mario Bros. U, not only will you be able to see what others are saying
Super Mario Bros. U.
when the Mii's gather around the Wii U Main Street,
These titles.
well, you'll also be able to connect right within the game. Friends, family, or any other player might be talking about the overall game experience, about specific levels, about hidden areas or difficult jumps. And you could probably expect that one of your buddies will be bragging about his high score. That's probably going to be me. Or their record time. It's a new real-time social window that opens up right as you're playing. We'll be talking more about these Miiverse features tonight in our Developers Roundtable. But for now, let's take a look at the game itself. Here's New Super Mario Bros. U.
Oh yeah, Mario time!
Heck yeah. So far, they haven't announced online features with these games, though. Please say these 4 Marios are here is online. I'll freaking piss my pants if it's online. That's cool.
As you may already know, this Mario game can be transferred from the big screen to play personally on your gamepad. But you may also notice something else,
There's 4
what
players.
we're calling boost mode. With up to 4 people using their Wii remotes to race through the course, 1 more with the gamepad can use the touchscreen to helpfully place blocks along the way. Or you and a friend can work together to set a new standard for a speed run. Currently, the benefits of Wii U will be evident with Nintendo-published titles.
Is
But
it
also
online?
just as clearly with games coming from our
Jesus Christ.
third-party partners. Even for franchises you already recognize in non-Wii U form. We're going to spend some time this morning looking at several third-party Wii U titles.
All right, Mr. Reggie, we all know you're the man around here, but why don't you let me handle this? After all, I've always had a thing for extreme personalities, and here's one of the most
Harley
extreme,
Quinn is so
Mr.
crazy.
Martin Tremblay, President of Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment. Take it away, Marty, baby!
Martin, welcome. It's great to have you here, and I think
Like
it's
Reggie
good to
when he was
have
like
Harley
badass,
here.
but
I'm
he's
still
just
not
like,
so sure.
yeah, we're this
And
fucking
also
shit.
a unique version of Batman Arkham City.
Thanks, Reggie.
He's all like-
But don't be put off by Harley. You know how she is. It is a wonderful time in the state of the industry to have an exciting
Bad
new
jokes.
platform.
Bad
And it's
jokes.
our pleasure to work with Nintendo so closely on the launch of the Wii U. And yes, with the Wii U, you're going to start
did he get paid to
experiencing
say that?
Batman Arkham City in a new special way.
Well, it's fantastic. It's great. We can't wait. So please, have at it.
The Batman Arkham franchise is one of the most
Fuck 'em
important pillars of Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, and we are thrilled with its critical and commercial success. Today, we are unveiling Batman Arkham City Armored Edition, a must-have, unique experience on the Wii U. It is my pleasure to introduce Sefton Hill of Rocksteady Studio who shares
Rocksteady
in our
is from,
excitement for
Ninja
the
Turtles.
franchise to come to the Wii U.
Hill, game director of Batman Arkham City, and on behalf of everyone here at Rocksteady Studios, we're extremely excited to have Arkham City come to the Wii U. As you're about to see, the gameplay has been expanded with some awesome new features designed specifically for this new console. In addition, you'll find the armored versions of both Batman and Catwoman fully playable and exclusive on the Wii U. I hope you enjoy the presentation.
Now, I'm pleased to introduce Ray Schneider from WB Games Montreal, our studio responsible for the Wii U version of the game. Ray's going to walk you through
So this
some of the
seems like-
game's specific features. Let's go, Ray.
Thank you, Martin, and thanks to Sefton for the introduction. Hi, everyone. I'm here today to give you
guys are
a
like
brief
dorks.
glimpse at Batman Arkham
I
City
guess they're
Armored
video game
Edition,
creators. They have to
and
be
how the
dorks.
Wii U gamepad will revolutionize how you play the game. A new feature exclusive to the Wii U version is the BAT mode. During combat, Batman's all-new armored suit will extract kinetic energy, and soon the BAT meter will fill up until it maxes out. Once the max is reached, players can use the Wii U gamepad to activate BAT mode, making Batman even more powerful and able to dole out more damage. Here,
basically,
players are
like
faced with a new challenge.
But it's just like with that
to be activated using the newly designed remote control Batarang.
The Wii didn't have.
After selecting the Batarang from the gadget menu and launching against the Switch, players will be able to use the Wii U gamepad to guide with an unprecedented amount of accuracy. And finally, faced with a room full of enemies, even the odds by strategically placing explosive gel throughout the corridor walls. Now, with the explosive set, it's just a matter of time for waiting for the perfect time to attack. With the enemies in place, use the Wii U gamepad to set explosives off one at a time or all at once.
I'm personally not.
To survive Arkham City, you'll need to use stealth, gadgets,
like controller.
And blunt force. And with the Wii U gamepad, you'll have access to Batman's entire arsenal at the touch of a finger.
My opinion is
the most immersive Batman experience has arrived.
I like the whole motion sensor stuff.
Thank you, Martin, and thanks to the team. And thank you to the team in Montreal and Burbank for all their hard work.
At Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment, we work to create a slate of games that has something for every type of player. Another of our key franchises is Scribblenauts, which appeals to all audiences, proven as the games have sold more than 4 million units worldwide. Please allow me to introduce Jeremiah Slaska of Fifth Cell Studio to present Scribblenauts Unlimited for the Wii U.
Whoa, look
Thanks,
at those
Martin.
shoes.
At Fifth Cell, we love hearing from Scribblenauts fans around the world that the game gave them an experience unlike anything else. Players could write any word and it would be instantly brought to life. Scribblenauts truly let players' imaginations run wild. Super Scribblenauts went even wilder by expanding on that original concept and throwing adjectives into the mix. Now, we're bringing the definitive Scribblenauts experience for the first time ever to the Wii U home console. This game has unlimited possibilities for players to explore, create, and share. Fifth Cell is very pleased to present Scribblenauts Unlimited.
The best-selling award-winning game is back. Welcome to Scribblenauts Unlimited, a world where you can imagine anything and explore everything.
Is it online?
Venture out on continuous and unbound exploration. Now in high definition on the Wii U. Create any object you can think of.
A dog. A car.
And bring it to life.
What?
Once you've created it, share your creations with friends.
It's hilarious.
And now with an all-new multiplayer mode, the fun is endless.
It's not online?
And finally learn the tale behind the magical notebook. Help Maxwell by using the most powerful tool in his world, your imagination.
I thought Nintendo was gonna like go crazy with online, and nothing's online yet. Other than like the texts and stuff from Miiverse.
Imagine anything, explore everything.
It's supposed to be about the gaming, not the text.
Thanks to you and the team for joining us up here on stage and bringing along those terrific titles. I'm sure everyone is looking forward to getting their hands on both.
My pleasure. Thanks for having us, and have a great E3, everyone. Thank you.
What Martin and Mr. Miyamoto have shown so far is just the start of what's in store for Wii U owners. Let's take a look at more of what's on the way.
Let's go. Mass Effect, yeah! Finally! This is the first time it's coming on the Nintendo system, that's good. Tank, tank, tank. That's hilarious. Tekken! What the hell? Got like a Mario mushroom. Weird. Ah, flooded. Ninja Gaiden, alright. Sounds already generic, that game title. That's it?
Adventures featuring Batman and Mario may be eternal, but new forms of gaming emerge all the time. In this current generation of home systems, the music and fitness genres came into their own. Wii U will make both of these even better.
This is how they're going to close the show, the last half an hour.
5 years ago, I stepped up on stage here at E3 and stepped onto something that looked a lot like a plastic bathroom scale. And even though I was focused on beating Mr. Miyamoto,
use it for
I heard some of you laughing. Don't try to deny it. I heard you. Yes, my body was ready. And what was just one small step for me was one giant step for expanding the universe of video games. Wii Fit and Wii Fit Plus with the balance board led millions of people into video games for the first time. To date, more than 43 million copies of Wii Fit and Wii Fit Plus have been sold around the world. The Wii Balance Board introduced a sophisticated way to measure body control.
I thought they were going to use the balance board for something else, though.
Wii Fit U adds another valuable peripheral.
Wii Fit U. What I tell you?
This week at E3, we're focusing on the new activities inside Wii Fit U. But it will also deliver new actions that will leave you happier, livelier, and quite frankly, sweatier. Here's a first look at Wii Fit U.
It better have everything in the world.
My quad's got to run for that money.
Think you're ready for another round?
Bring it on. What's next?
Somebody's gonna accidentally step on the controller. So basically, like, the controller is kind of like the Kinect, where it like watches you and stuff, except it's just not as good as the Kinect. Lame.
Yes.
That's kind of cool. Are they gonna come out with Wii Sex yet?
What are you doing?
I'm uploading my run from this morning. Just need a few more rounds.
So she turns on the Nature Channel?
New events. New events, new exercise routines, and that new Fit Meter and off-TV play, they all make the Wii Fit phenomenon original all over again. Over the past several years, game designers mined a rich new bed of content based on music and the universal appeal of performing music. Showing off your dance moves, shouting into a microphone, it proved that almost everyone wants to be a rock star.
Another rock
But in
band?
most cases, there was a clear dividing line between being on stage and just looking on. One person acting and everyone else watching. Wii U owners will find a different approach with Sing. It's the performance game where everyone plays.
When we set out to make Sing, we wanted to set out making something really interesting.
Oh, what is this Sing?
Really new for that new console. And having that additional screen meant we could do something quite fun. And it would kind of change that social dynamic in the living room.
Okay, that's cool having the lyrics on the thing.
Sing is definitely a game you're going to want in your collection.
They don't have a
You're gonna
wireless
play this with your
microphone?
friends and your family.
It's all
definitely
like
going to help create a bit of a party vibe.
Wow, this is horrible so far.
We told you that today's presentation was all about Wii U games. But we don't intend to entirely ignore the millions of Nintendo 3DS fans. So with 3DS news, please welcome NOA's Executive Vice President of Sales and Marketing, Scott Moffat.
So we're moving on to the 3DS. So far, I've only really liked Pikmin 3.
So Scott, we've carved out a few moments for you to do your 3DS thing here on stage. Have at it.
Needs to be online though.
Thanks a lot, Reggie. A couple of minutes? Where's the love? Let's face it. You and I know a couple of minutes isn't nearly enough to say all the things I need to say about Nintendo 3DS.
Then why are you talking?
So it's a good thing I have my own show just for 3DS fans, and it's already set. Live tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Pacific, a full hour devoted just to new Nintendo 3DS games. First party and third party. It'll be webcast live at e3.nintendo.com as well as on our Facebook fan pages. And you're all invited, of course, to follow the action online.
VIP.
But that doesn't mean we can't have a little fun here. So we'll start with 3 Nintendo first-party titles. And I'll begin with one that was announced recently. An entirely new 2D Super Mario for 3DS. It's clearly different from the new Wii U Mario game that Reggie talked about earlier. What you can't help but notice is that this Mario is all about the gold. Even Mario himself. Gold coins are everywhere, every time you turn around. And you'll even be able to generate more of them just by what you do within the game.
Okay.
In a year like this, when everyone will be going for the gold, it's going to be hard to beat Mario. So I won't try to explain all the depth to this great game here today.
Yes!
But I will during our 3DS event tomorrow. So I hope you'll all tune in then.
Back.
But I do want to announce
like the
that
real
New Super
one,
Mario Brothers
like
2 will be available here in the US on August 19th.
Paper Mario.
Now, Mario
coming
has
out
always
this year?
been
Come
one
on.
of the most beloved and recognized characters in video games.
I'm more excited for Paper Mario.
But about a decade ago, players began to see him in a slightly different way. The reason was the arrival of Paper Mario, a game that added a role-playing element to the action, and a Mario who seemed like he was built with nothing more than a paintbrush and a pair of scissors.
So far, there's been 3 Mario games.
Now, Paper Mario himself is evolving.
Out of the 5 games that they showed.
Not only due to 3D, but also because of a simple but strategic new element: stickers. The game environments still seem like shoebox dioramas, but this all-new Paper Mario world is plastered with innocent-looking stickers. But they're not just for display. You'll collect them by pulling them off the scenery, and they become your battle commands. Choose a shoe sticker to stomp on an enemy, or a hammer sticker to whack away. They can also help reveal new ways to escape danger in the game, or to find secret places, as well as hidden items.
This game looks better.
This Paper Mario retains all the fun of the originals, but with even more game depth. So Paper Mario Sticker Star arrives both physically and digitally this holiday season. So we've been talking a lot about Mario. In fact, it's enough to make a little brother not named Mario feel just a little bit left out. And I think you know who I'm talking about. What Nintendo 3DS doesn't have enough of yet, and what it's about to get a healthy dose of, is Luigi. Yes, the little brother is back, and he's more spooked than ever. And why not? First of all, he now needs to travel through multiple mansions, each with its own mission-based challenges.
Sex in the car, like
the going will be tougher due to new puzzles and an even heavier emphasis on ghost-catching action. And of course, just Luigi's luck, there are even new kinds of ghosts, and you won't be able to beat them unless you devise just the right capture strategies. Now this whole adventure becomes even eerier in 3D. So all the ghost hunting action begins at launch this holiday season.
That's good. This year. Heck to the yeah.
So that's a very quick look at 3 Nintendo titles. We'll be talking about more live online tomorrow. And we will also be giving several third-party titles the spotlight they deserve. So be sure to join us at e3.nintendo.com. And because somebody decided I could only have a little bit of time here with you today, I can't even start to detail the tremendous slate of third-party games.
They haven't even showed like any new games for like 3DS. Like we already knew about those games.
But I can promise you this. Tune in tomorrow.
They should like reveal like Star Tropics, another Golden Sun, like.
So before I turn it back over to Reggie, let's just take a quick peek at some of the third-party lineup. Thanks a lot, everybody.
So we have like 15 minutes left in the whole show. This is the Scribblenauts. Did we like already see that? Well, I guess not for the 3DS.
I got you now!
Kingdom Hearts. Alright.
Thanks, Scott. Last year we told you that Lego City would come to Wii U.
Lego
and it will
City?
do so in an open world, employing the Wii U gamepad as a multi-purpose crime-fighting tool. And it's the key to both exploration
So far, I actually think Xbox has the better conference. And I'm a Nintendo fan, personally. But basically,
Hey, you like Lego City? You should come check this out.
They're putting all their money on this Wii U, and it's not really selling to me. I don't think it's gonna be as successful as the Wii. Starting out, I don't know if they have things up their sleeve, but starting out. Hey, this actually looks a little cool.
I just updated your communicator's
Never mind.
software. Use it to have a look around from the restaurant.
I'm surprised they haven't like announced like Resident Evil or anything. Like Resident Evil 6. That'd be awesome.
Reach up. Tell me who you're working for.
I can't tell you. You make me apart.
Actually looks a little bit decent, but
Why was that even there?
it's not really like selling me or anything. Okay.
Chase McCain. Chase McCain? You're a legend!
You're a legend! Chase McCain! That was cute. I like that. Cute points. 10 points.
We're also happy to announce that an exclusive portable version of Lego City Undercover is also in the works.
Want to announce
With a unique
Metroid,
storyline,
Zelda,
new missions, much more
Battletoads.
It's the same
Just
great
every game
franchise,
imaginable.
but a different game. And of course, the only place it could happen in full glasses free
Guessing they have
3D
to close.
is
They
on
always close the
Nintendo
show
3DS.
with like something like big, like that they put all their money in.
Our goal
Like Wii Music.
with Wii U this year,
So let's see.
as it was with Wii 6 years ago, is to provide new and engrossing game experiences for every type of player, from the hardest of the core to the newest of the newbies.
You're
Among our third-party publishers, probably none has adopted the something-for-everyone approach as thoroughly as Ubisoft. And that's obvious with what they've got cooking for Wii U.
I don't care about the
To do the
advertising.
explaining, please welcome Yves Guillemot, CEO of Ubisoft. Believe you're well. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Let me say I'm really honored to be here today.
So, you know, I understand you brought some games with you. Please tell us some more. How do you feel about
No, I
the Wii
didn't
U?
bring any games. I just
Yeah,
wanted
before
to say hi.
Nintendo has successfully brought millions of new players to the gaming industry.
Millions!
The new Wii U console is an important innovation that will continue this great legacy and inspire many more people to discover the fun of video games.
Don't forget your script.
Designed to be connected, the Wii U gamepad has an intuitive touch interface, making social gaming simple and welcoming. So further,
Exactly.
the gamers like the
The
games
writers are
in
pleased.
games like
He nailed it.
ZombiU, Rayman Legend, players playing the same
ZombiU.
game can interact with different content across two
Didn't
different
Ubisoft
screens.
already have like their own
Working
show
together
yesterday
or
and
challenging
showed these
each
off
other.
already?
They will be
Why in
taking
the
part
world are
in the
you
first ever truly
showing it off on the
asymmetric
conference?
gameplay.
They already
So
showed
what do
these
I think
games.
about the console? It's accessible,
God.
it's social, it's very innovative.
They have nothing
so it's
to
a
put on
revolution.
here.
And the thing I wanted to say today is, coming from our creators in Ubisoft, is thank you.
Wow, those are fantastic words. Thank you very much. And you brought some games for us to play today.
words right here.
Yes, we did. And I would like to ask Xavier to come and show you all the games we have. I'm sure you will enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll watch your movie though. The Hobbit's gonna come out tonight. I'm around the Hobbit.
Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Lee. Reggie, please don't go anywhere, and don't worry, I promise I won't make you dance.
Well, that's about the only thing I've not done on this stage.
So Reggie, now you're going to become the ultimate puppet master. Let's start.
Great. The Puppet Master, I like the sound of that.
So, first, let me get your dance crew in here. Dancers, please. So in Just Dance 4, you have the ability to change the choreography in real time, choosing from the hottest moves from all the Just Dance games. So when you see 4 dancers on the screen, then select the move you want them to perform. The Indian whip, yeah, and then it goes on the main screen.
You got some with big boobs though, that's
Whatever
good.
takes some shuffling, Reggie, yeah. Then the dancer will perform the shuffling move. Good. On the Rasputin, you're very mean, Reggie. It's very
That's me, I'm very mean.
Very hard to perform. What next? Girly move, yes, some girly move. Be prepared. There is a Superman there. You play the Superman. Good idea.
Like a little power snap.
So next it will be interesting. You will have to perform a striker pose. That's a new thing we put in the Wii U. You select the pose you want the dancer to perform, and they need to stay like this forever.
Who's doing?
Yeah. As long as you finish, yes, then you reward one of the players.
There you go.
Thank you. That was great. Thank you, dancers.
Thanks, dancers.
Thank you. So, Reggie, how did you like being the Puppet Master?
Being the Puppet Master, it's kind of like running Nintendo of America.
Well, there are plenty of other very interesting features that you will be able to discover in Just Dance 4 on our booth. So please come. So now that we've seen what Ubisoft can bring to family fun thanks to the Wii U, let's see what we've cooked up for more hardcore gamers with our new IP, ZombiU. In this game, Reggie, 1 bite and you're dead. But thankfully, the gamepad is your all-in-one survival kit. Let's show a video.
How long will you survive? Oh, this looks cool. I gotta admit, this looks kind of cool. Oh, crap. This is actually the first game that I'm like, that's like awesome on the Wii U so far. That uses the controller, you know? Like the Mario, Pikmin, it can actually do without the controller. This one actually looks decent. I admit, best game so far. I'm not saying much because
please come to our booth
Sony had God
and
of
see how
War
long we
and,
can survive the zombie
and then
apocalypse.
Halo 4.
Before we leave,
That was
Reggie,
it, mate.
one last thing.
I'll
Backstage, I was told by your marketing team that you are the perfect person to help me demonstrate this last feature. Place the camera in front of your face and... Oh, I think you've been zombified. Looking good, Reggie. Looking very good.
Ah, I like French food.
But before things get out of hand, let me leave you with this last video highlighting Ubisoft's lineup for the Wii U.
I'm hungry now.
You scare me, Reggie.
Oh, I'm coming to eat you.
I'm scared me.
He's having way too much fun. That clip right there with the zombie thing, I bet you that's gonna be like everywhere. Assassin's Creed. Good. Good, good. Close. But again, I've already seen this from Ubisoft. They showed this all yesterday, by the way. Oh god, you know what they're gonna close the show with? You know, my camera just ran out better. You know what they're gonna close the show with? They're gonna close the show with Wii Sports. I bet you. Wii Sports U. Wii U Sports!
This year, Nintendo All Access will also provide you with exclusive content online, including key developer interviews, newly announced game trailers for the Wii U, and daily updates from the Nintendo booth on the E3 convention floor. It's as close as you can get without actually being here, with programs you won't see anywhere else.
Who's the head of Nintendo's marketing?
Welcome to
They need a new
Land.
image, and like...
If almost all the classic Nintendo franchises came together in a virtual theme park, and if that theme park became a way to start demonstrating
I remember when I was a little kid, I wanted there to be like a, like instead of Disneyland, I wanted there to be a Nintendo Land where I can like go to.
Nintendo Land. When the Wii first arrived, it took Wii Sports Tennis to explain the underlying appeal.
No, see, they are closing the show with Wii Sports.
For the first time,
this is but Wii Land.
For Wii U, Nintendo Land does the same thing.
Or not Wii Land.
Play it, and
Wii
you
Land.
begin to understand.
Nintendo Land.
With it, the integrated second screen takes on fuller meaning. And the person who understands this better than anyone is the driving force behind three important Nintendo properties: Animal Crossing, Wii Sports, and Wii Sports Resort. And he's also the Wii U software producer, Mr. Tatsuya Eguchi. So please welcome him, along with Jonathan Yeckley of Nintendo's Treehouse.
Oh, the music is so kiddie. Casuals! Casual games!
Hello. As Reggie described, Nintendo Land gathers attractions based on many of our most popular franchises into a Nintendo theme park. These attractions borrow atmosphere and character of the original titles and rearrange them
There better be a Zelda in this
Your Mii visits the theme
Nintendo
park,
Land.
and your Mii will change into a new costume for each attraction. You will enjoy that attraction as a character.
Miami is going to be naked. I don't know what you're talking about. Just like I am right now. No pants!
It brings together
No
12
pants!
different attractions. For those visiting E3, we have 5 of those 12 attractions for you to try.
You're an attraction.
The Legend of Zelda Battle Quest, Animal Crossing Sweet Day, and Luigi's
You're a Battle
Mansion
Quest.
are multiplayer attractions that there is no mistaking get everyone excited. We'll also show the single-player attractions.
It looks, I mean, so far, this is a good concept. I just don't, why did they close the show with this? I'm not sold on this. Is this going to come with the system? If this comes with the system, then I'll be happy.
The Wii U gamepad to hit targets with throwing stars. And it may be familiar to those of you who saw last year's E3 concept video. I hope you will try it on the show floor to see how it has progressed. Well, there were 3 objectives that I set before starting the construction of Nintendo Land. The first was to create unprecedented new forms of multiplayer gameplay by taking advantage of the Wii U gamepad. Second,
is it online?
In a theme park, I also wanted people to enjoy it to the fullest, whether visiting with friends
They
and
haven't like
family,
showed any like
or
online stuff or anything.
competitively by themselves. And finally, I wanted Nintendo Land to be a place visitors from all around the world could gather. And I want the visitors to really sense that. What will make this a reality is Miiverse, our effort to unite living rooms and people playing games all around the world. As for what role
that's really colorful.
fill in Nintendo Land, I'd like to talk about that in detail during tonight's Developers Roundtable.
And those of you watching online on Nintendo All Access, you may have a chance to see what it will look like.
So far, they haven't showed any like realistic games from Nintendo. That's why people were waiting for like a Metroid or something, or like Star Fox, like something realistic. I guess Star Fox is not realistic, but I mean like showing the graphics of the system. So far, it's been very kiddish stuff.
Clearly, the player with the Wii U gamepad takes on a special role.
Yes.
Playing in the same game world as the other players, but from a different perspective, with different information and
he tells you where to stick that
this makes asymmetric gameplay possible. To offer an example, I'd like to demonstrate one of the attractions
asymmetric is a big word. I don't know what you're talking about.
Mansion. Have you ever walked nervously down the corridors of a haunted house only to suddenly feel something behind you and quickly turn around? This is what you'll feel in multiplayer Luigi's Mansion.
Multiplayer, alright.
This attraction, much like in a horror film,
God damn it, is it not online though?
Facing a group of weaker players who better work together or else. In this game, both the ghost player using the Wii U gamepad screen and his pursuers viewing the TV are seeing the same floor of the mansion, but what they're sensing is entirely different. If you look closely at the center screen, which represents the big TV, compared to the side screens showing the gamepad view, you'll soon notice that they're quite different. The gamepad ghost can see all the players all the time, but the other players cannot see the ghost. In the four corners, you see the human players.
That's actually kind of cool.
And in the center is the ghost. Now look at the main screen. The ghost is not here. The people playing on the main screen cannot.
That screen's not moving. I don't know if this is like a mistake.
An enemy you can't see seems like a truly one-sided advantage. But the Wii remotes rumble when the ghost gets near. So, if the teammates don't cooperate by talking to each other when the ghost is near, they won't be able to track it down. Their objective is to shine their flashlights on the ghost, to damage the ghost until they defeat it.
Are they really closing the show with this?
Too long, their batteries will run out. When the flashlight beam hits the ghost, he takes damage. The ghost life meter starts at 100.
I guess I'll start talking right here just because I'm actually a little bit bored.
If it reaches 0, the ghost loses.
So, Xbox and Sony are basically... Well, let me just say it. Let's start with this. Last year, when Nintendo showed off their Wii U, my big complaint was that whole tablet thing. They were basically saying like they want it to be like the center of, of every living room and everything like that. The problem is, we already have something that's the center of the whole world, including your living room, bathroom, anything. This, and then also like iPads and stuff like that. So basically, they came up with an iPad that does nothing that an iPad can do, and that's why I was saying they should have partnered up, with, had it so that you can download apps on it. Apps, anybody? Basically make it like one of these, or partner up with Apple and like have this compatible with your freaking system.
So you have to be careful.
That'd be genius, right?
The ghost attacked when they were doing all they could to revive
So that was my whole complaint. Basically, it's an iPad that does nothing that an iPad can do except play games. That's really all it is. It's kind of backwards from the Wii, in my opinion. But again, they're still going to have Wiimote games and stuff like that, so that's fine. But when Kinect is going to get only better and bigger. Like when Xbox comes out with their next system, like in like 2 years, it's gonna have like a more high-powered Kinect, and it's gonna blow away everybody. I don't know.
I think now you understand a little better what kind of attraction Luigi's Ghost Mansion is.
But Microsoft and Sony, they came up with
it will feel quite different. So please try it out on the show floor.
Like, basically you're using your phones as your app, so basically you can actually do stuff on your phone. Basically, you can come up with, like, you know, if the game designers are smart, you know, basically same concept as the Wii U, and you can actually do stuff like, you know, basically like flicking the things towards the screen.
Please take one
you
more
can do that. You know, like all the stuff that they're doing right here. It's possible, so. Anyways, there's a trailer. I actually want to see this, so. So much confetti. Actually, I wish it wasn't like in a little circle. They should have made it like a theme park, you know, like basically like kind of like Disneyland. Like you actually go see sights and everything. You can go get married in a like a thing. There should be like a like rides. It seems like it's all like a concluded. Like it looks like a Mario Galaxy. Like that, and then you just have like the world mapped up there.
I'm happy to announce that in this theme park, there's no waiting. Nintendo Land will launch at the same time as the Wii U hardware this holiday.
Does it come with the system? No? Fuck you then.
Just as with Wii, start playing Nintendo Land and you start understanding Wii U. Those of you on site here in LA have an advantage. You can walk right over to the convention center today and play for yourself. Unfortunately, those tuning in don't have that opportunity, so we've prepared the next best thing.
What?
The minute we're done on stage here today, coming up momentarily, you'll be able to dive deeper into the world of Nintendo Land. And also Wii Fit U, and Batman Arkham City Arms Edition, and ZombiU. It's all part of Nintendo All Access at E3, available at e3.nintendo.com and via Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. So even remotely, you'll be able to get a better sense of the Wii U gamepad and see its integrated second screen in action.
Wanting Wii U.
And when
I
you
actually
do,
just wish that
you'll
Pikmin
realize that
3
there's nothing else
and Mario
quite
came
like
out
it.
for the regular U. You know, minus the controls. I don't even want those controls. I just want those games.
Then that
I thought they were going to make me fork out the money to get those freaking games.
That transports you to places you've never been before. It's the tool of together. Games played out on a big screen and small screen together. Families in the same room, today distracted by their personal devices, will soon be enjoying time truly together. And friends interacting online with games providing a new social link will feel more together.
So, did they even announce like when it's coming out,
in a
the
world
price,
with more
anything
obligations and less time, with technologies that push us away from the personal contact we desire, the promise of Wii U is simple. Together, better. And with that, thank you. We hope E3 is great for you, whether you're heading over to the show floor or you're staying with us right now online for an in-depth look at 5 great Wii U experiences. Thanks again, and let's finish with one more walk through the theme park that is Nintendo Land. Enjoy.
So, Nintendo Land seems like it's like they're putting a lot of money into kind of like Wii Music, and it's gonna be another failure. It might sell a couple, but did they really just end the show with those cheesy little fireworks? Yeah. This is some bullshit. Well, anyways, so obviously that wasn't like the best E3 Nintendo has ever done. Guess I'll move the camera a little bit right here. See my blue screen and green screen at the end? Woo! Yeah, that was it was amazing.
Hello everyone. Thanks for staying with us following the Nokia Theater presentation to hear more about Wii U. As I did this past weekend, I'm speaking from the Dokuso conference room at our headquarters in Kyoto.
Oh, okay.
As Reggie explained on stage, the E3 show floor is opening soon and visitors will be having hands-on experiences with new games. But, unfortunately, no one outside the convention center can enjoy the same thing. So, we decided to provide deeper looks at several games in this video to give you a more concrete feeling for what Wii U will be like. Throughout this week, we are using the umbrella term Nintendo All Access to bring you a variety of ways to see and help understand the news that we'll be making. This video is one of the ways we are trying to meet that challenge. Let's start first with something you didn't see on stage. One example of how Wii U is different from your current home console. Take a look.
Alright, it's very good.
Oh, when you put it up, and you can turn it all the way around.
Yeah?
Yeah, see if you can.
Oh, honey, you gotta check this out. Oh, wow.
Oh, I see.
That was right on here.
You can see everything. Yeah, see different. Yeah, he has.
Check it out. Watch this. Watch this.
Okay.
Look down.
Wow.
It's flying with the birds.
Did you see that?
That's actually pretty cool. It'd be better like with like Star Fox or something.
This is really cool.
Excellent.
That is so yeah, I'm gonna see. Okay.
So did they literally just say like only like you know, there's gonna be a Mario game released on the Wii U, but the Nintendo line is gonna be like the only game that's coming out like at that time. Seemed like Pikmin. I don't know if it's coming out the date of the Wii U. Actually, they'll probably rush it just so that they can have like at least 3 games come out at that time.
Wow.
I thought Nintendo said that they're all about games, and they're like that's embarrassing. They're like, it's all about games, and like there's actually more games like on Sony's side, and that's Sony. Sony's like all about like it's like basically just getting all genres of like entertainment putting into one, and they. I don't know.
Here we are using pre-recorded video to show the 360-degree effect. It's a simple idea, but one that can represent a refreshing addition to your gameplay. Next, let's take a deeper look at Nintendo Land.
I don't want to take a deeper look
It's
at
not
Nintendo
only
Land.
a Nintendo theme park, but also a way to sample several new types of gameplay in a single package.
Sad that they didn't announce Wii like WarioWare. WarioWare fits perfectly with the Wii U.
Okay, oh, we're getting started. Yeah. Okay.
You better run, because I'll be coming soon.
Get your spot, guys.
3, 2, 1, here I come!
We're all the same spot. Somebody go the other button. Okay, I'm coming.
It's getting a lot of candy really quickly.
Like, where's candy? Grandma, grab the candy.
Here I come.
I'm going to be backing down.
Oh no! Oh, sorry!
He got me.
Okay, I'm coming.
Whoa, my head's getting big. Slow. I know.
I actually feel dumber by watching this. I think I'm gonna turn it off.
That's okay.
Well, thank you for watching the E3 conference with me. Hopefully you guys found something interesting in it. I got up early to get that because I didn't get any stuff last night. I woke up early to see that shit. I guess closing thoughts. Pikmin 3, of course, is gonna be awesome. Mario, of course, is gonna be awesome. But again, nothing that the Wii couldn't do. That's the God honest truth. Alright, well thank you for watching, and this is mbwchampion. Later.